Welcome to this live coding session. In this C live coding session, I am going to implement stack data structure and I will explain the logic while I am doing it. I'm going to create a header file and then I'm going to better if I create a stack folder and go inside that. Then we'll create a stack header file first. This stack file, this header file, which is going to contain the declarations, all the declarations that I'm going to be implementing in the stack.c file. So we need a structure of called stack. So what is a structure? Structure is a collection of memory allocation. Structure is a definition that when I say create this stack size object, then you are going to give me these you are going to allocate these memories in the random access memory in RAM. Let me mute my phone first. And in RAM, this is what we are going to do. Otherwise, we this provides basically it provides a collection. All different memories are collected in one point, and we are able to access that. This is what structure is. So we need a variable top to keep track of the current position the data is, and also to keep track that is there any data in the stack or not, or is my stack full, is it full, can it accommodate more data or not. So this is what top variable is. Next is int capacity. Next is capacity, that what is the maximum size that this stack is going to hold, and before that it is top. So the reason I am putting top variable as the first memory allocation, because I will be accessing this top variable a lot, while whether it is deletion, access, or pushing or popping the values from stack, I am going to use it. I need capacity in the cases where I am going to check that my stack is full or it is empty. So I need this capacity all the time in my in the cache in the processor. So I have put it at the second point, so that if I'm using a top a lot, and if capacity is above is here, there is possibility that this capacity is going to be removed from cache, and I will be using the top only. So this is why I am put the top variable as the first value. And one more thing, this is a star. So one more thing, ask that why I am declaring this star the data as the pointer, but I am not declaring this capacity and the top variable is the pointer, because if I assign a memory address to the top variable inside a function from a local variable, because I will be creating a stack. For example, I am going to create a stack like this. So it is going to be struct stack pointer, create a stack, and so this is what I am going to use the create a structure. And over here this capacity is a local variable. So when this function exits, there is possibility that then we do not know that the memory accessed by the top accessed by this capacity pointer, this pointer is still valid or not, it is still holding that value or not, because the capacity is a local variable in this function. Because of that, we are not making this capacity as a pointer, but we are copying the value. otherwise we are going to have a what is called invalid data, invalid memory address. The pointer can be pointing to a memory address that exists, but because all the memories are inside this RAM, the random access memory that we have, like 4 GB RAM, 6 GB RAM, 12 GB, 16 GB RAM. So it is memory address is there, but the value is going to be different. There is possibility that that memory address is not allocated to our application anymore. So that is going to be issue. So next is going to deletion of the stack. I'm going to say int delete stack. It will accept a stack pointer. Pointer means that a variable that holds the memory of the real block of allocated memory. So it's creation, deletion, and we are going to create a few functions for status checks. Int is stack if is full, so it will obviously it is working on stack, so it needs a stack pointer. Stack int is stack empty. So next we are going to create the modification functions. Push is going to ask for a structure that needs that where we are the structure, the memory block. When I say structure, imagine that you are I am talking about a memory block. So and that block of memory is going to first is going to be integer, that is going to hold the current index in the array. Next is going to be the capacity, how many integer array we have, and next is a integer size long integer that is going to hold a memory of the address of the memory that is holding the real data, the real block of data, real array in the RAM. So it is possible that this array is somewhere else. So we need access to that array where we are going to put data. So it is integer data. Same reason I am not declaring this as a pointer, because it is possible that value is coming from a that integer value is allocated on a stack, and this array is allocated on the heap. So if a stack is gone, then no, I can do this because yes, because we can do this over here, because we are not storing the memory address, we dereference the memory address and store the value. So this is going to work. We are copying the value from the stack and putting in the heap, so it is going to work. And next is pop struct stack, and a stack pointer is needed. We need that memory address to remove data from that, to update the first index, the first integer memory block, that is top, and the array that we are pointing to. This is what the functions are, and it only needs a stack, because it only needs the memory address of the structure, stack structure, because that stack structure already has the pointers and the indexes from where we need to remove the data. So this is our header file. Next I am going to do is create the stack.c, the implementation. So on right side I have my functions that will be implementing on the left side. So I'm going to first include stack.h file because it has all the definitions. Then I'm going to include a standard input output standard input output header file because it has all the input output operation interfaces. Next I'm going to call, because this has my stack declarations, input output operations, malloc and free functions, and this function is going to be this function is going to be main function that we are going to run to see our result or run tests, that if we call that. So first implementation is going to be create a stack, and we have to say that extern struct stack, because this structure is declared in different file, that is our header file. So we have to tell it that it is externally declared, and so this function headers and declarations are same as defined in the header, and we have added extern to say that this structure that we are referring here has been defined in other file, some external file, and it is not in this file. So moving on, I'm going to check that capacity is less than 1. If capacity is less than 1, then I'm going to return null, because there is no point of creating a stack of size 0, because it is not going to do anything. Next I'm going to do struct stack, and top is equal to -1. I haven't done this type of allocation in this and allocation like this before, so I'm going to try how it works. Capacity is equal to capacity, and move it over here, that if capacity is less than 1, I can do over here, but this is getting very confusing. Int capacity is less than 1, then return null. Then we are going to have a memory allocation of size of struct stack. This is better. External stack, struct stack pointer to stack, and we are converting the allocated memory to a stack pointer, so everything is good over here. Then we are going to put values in it, and they are going to be stack top is equal to -1, stack is equal to star capacity, and stack data is equal to integer pointer memory allocation size of int multiplied by capacity. So we have set the top as -1 because we don't have any data in the array, so we have declared at -1. We have put the capacity because we are going to use this to check if the stack is full or stack is empty, stack is full or not. In the case of malloc, I have set malloc to get the size of integer as defined on the current system, multiply by it by the capacity provided by the user. So we are good over here, and we can return this stack without any issue, and it is going to work. Then we are before I go, let me compile this file, see that it is actually working or not. This is stack.c, stack.o. Stack has both extern and initializer. Okay. This is the issue. It doesn't need an extern over here, or maybe I am also need to see programming. So, and the code I have written till now, I haven't used this extern value. So I'm also checking right now that it is working or not. Okay, we do not need to define extern on the external, so it is working. Okay, everything is good. And next, moving to deletion. Int delete stack. Which stack? This stack. Extern struct stack right. If a stack is equal to the stack pointer has null reference, then I'm going to return end of file. Then I'm going to, if it is not null, then I'm going to check if stack data not is equal to null, then free stack data. We need to free the stack data first, because if we free the stack before it, we won't be able to access that array. that was allocated for this stack inside this stack structure. Okay, then we are going to free. Which one is looking better, this or this? So I've deleted the array from the memory, and next I'm going to check that. Next I'm going to implement the status check functions like is stack full struct stack. If stack is null reference, then it cannot be full, so I'm going to turn end of file. Next is if next I'm going to say that stack top plus 1 equal to stack capacity but this is going to return something, not return going to return a value that is not an that cannot be used as, that won't be, that is not going to be a integer data type. It depends from system to system or compiler to compiler. So I'm going to say if this is true, then stack is full, otherwise stack is not full. One minute. Let me see that how to scroll up in Vim. Okay, control. Great. We can use control E to move up, I guess. Control Y to move down. Nice. So int is stack empty struct stack. So what I can do, the return not age stack full. This is the one way to implement it, but this is going to make it slower because it is going to have more function calls. So I'm going to remove this and stack is equal to null, return end of file, because it is end of file, there is nothing there. Return stack empty if stack top is less than 0, then it is empty, otherwise it is not. Now we are going to implement push struct stack, pointer to a stack, and the data that I'm going to put inside this structure. If stack is null, end of file. If stack is push stack full, return an end of file. If a stack is not full, in that case we are going to go to that memory allocation. I'm going saying that access that array where this all data are getting stored, and memory block, that memory block that is storing this data, and I'm going to say that increment the stack top pointer, or to make it more readable, go to that 1 minute. You can write the code, then I will explain that to you. Stack what I'm doing here, I'm telling it to get the memory address, go to the memory address where this array starts, and move this number of times to the move to next 5. If the current top value is 2, then there is already 3 elements in the array, 0, 1, 2. So when I increment 2 to 3, then there are 4. I'm going to the fourth block, fourth integer block. So I'm telling it to move to the fourth integer block. So this is what it does, because this stack data pointer is already at the first block, that is 0th block, then first, then second, then third. So I'm saying adding 3 to it. I'm telling it to move 3 to the third block from its right, 1, 2, 3. So we are adding 3 to it. Get the data from this top and move it there. So data is there, and this is memory address, and it is possible that we will get error, some error over here, not in this part, but maybe over here. So pop remove a value from this structure. If return stack is equal to null, then return end of file, else stack empty stack is equal to 1, then return end of file. No, I'm going to say that stack equal to null, or stack empty stack equal to 1, then return end of file in both the cases. Otherwise dereference the stack data plus stack from this point. So we are saying that go to the first index of that array, the 0th data integer block to that array, then move right this many times, number of top on that many times, and read get the value from that memory address. So this is what we are telling you to read that value from that memory address. So all implementations are done, and I'm going to first start running the tests. Struct stack and create stack of size we're going to say 3. Well, it is easier to test. If I make size to 100, then it is going to be difficult to test. Next going to delete stack delete a stack deleted. Then now we are going to compile this file. Stack, what is the line number? 34. Apologies for this compilation error. So this is going to be like this. Int capac is equal to 3 ampersand. I know this error was going to come, but I was still checking that am I able to do it or not. So we are passing now. Earlier we were passing a 3 and simple integer, and that would have been accepted as a memory address in the function. But now I am passing that memory address of that integer block allocated in the RAM that has a value of 3. Now we are passing the memory, that is, so this is fixed. Next is line of 43. So I thing is that I was assigning the integer value to a memory address, and now I'm dereferencing and modifying its value. So this is what I thought was going to be an error in C code, but still I was trying to check. I have this implemented stack before, and I did it exactly like this, but I want to check that what error comes at this time. So this is why I did it, and so now we can create a stack, delete a stack. So that is done, and let us try to put values in this stack. Nope, pop stack. What happens? Status, going to check. printf I'm going to print that stack is empty. Okay, it is working. It is working correctly. Now I'm going to modify this status to popped value, because I am returning the popped value from data. So value next I'm going to put value in it, int status push status, because I think I'm returning end of file if some issue goes, some problem is there. To push in the stack int data is equal to 100. If I say that if push status is equal to I want to say that printf and stack is full, but there are no data inside the stack right now, so it is not, this error is not going to come. So I'm going to do that so copying both of these lines, and as these are already declared, so I don't need to declare it again. So data is pushed once, twice, thrice, so this should give me that a stack is full. So I'm going to put modify this 100 into 101, 103, stack is push status, and I'm going to run it, and 3, so I have removed value 3 times, so this line should give me the print the statement that stack is empty. And I'm going to move this to I'm not going to move anything, because I'm going to modify this check statement that stack is full. Stack cannot accept %d data. Now this is a generic function, generic print statement. I'm going to move it now. Stack is empty, cannot be made more generic than this, because we are basically not. Now we can make it more generic, because stack is empty because top is %d stack, get the top value. Stack cannot accept 103, so this value cannot be pushed. But what happened here, if value coming from pop stack is not end of file, why not? It should be end of file. They should have printed, because I am popping this 4 times. So once I'm closing this window because we do not need it anymore. So once, twice, thrice, pop a stack, pop, thrice. Let me check what is the condition. Start on these. Stack top is 2. Why is that? Because what happened here, we implemented it in a we forget to decrement the point counter, the pointer. We need to decrement the top index to move it back in the array, to point it to the last value. So now it is fixed. Now we are going to run it, to compile it. Stack is empty because top is -1, and our stack implementation for this is over, and I have explained how I did it and in what ways, and you can do it on your own now. And I will put my GitHub link in the description box, and you can get this code from there. So thank you for watching.